Welcome to the show. Mike and T. Hello, T.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, hanging in there.
Got myself another week off for this hand.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You should have a month off, dude. You're not going to be able to do shit with that hand for a while.
Yeah.
It's
We'll see.
weaker. You've cut through tendons,
Yeah.
muscle, nerves.
Yeah, I found out over the weekend I was having some issues
Yeah.
with that
Can't
finger.
jack off with it, can you?
So, well, we'll find out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it'd be rough right now with that beautiful pink tape you've got on there.
It's red. It's red tape.
I don't know if I'd call that red.
It's red tape.
All right.
I have pink. I can show you pink because she gave me pink.
Who did?
Beth.
Really? Yeah. Of course
Pink,
she
purple, and the red. So this was
course.
the best option I had.
She's probably got the entire trans rainbow
I'm
at home
sure.
of tape.
I'm
That
sure.
would be par for the course.
Surprised she gave me any other option than pink.
Yeah.
So,
True.
regardless, I appreciate it.
How's it feel?
Better. It's getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting there. Like I said, I'm realizing there's some deep-rooted issues.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps down in there, the pinky or the index finger's not doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing all the time.
Yeah.
So that's probably not good. But overall, I was with my sister over the weekend, who is a doctor,
Right.
and she gave it
2 thumbs up?
2 thumbs up. That
Okay.
looks like it's healing as well as could have hoped.
I imagine it's like being in a cast for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, that everything atrophies. And so, when I take a cast off, my calf would be like a fucking pencil thin. And it was like, really? 4 weeks in this goddamn thing? Mm-hmm. I'd have 2 things. First off, I'd have pen marks all over my leg from sticking pens down there and scratching.
Definitely.
And then it'd be fucking super thin. And it took no time to come back. But I imagine with that hand, where you did it,
Yeah, I don't think that's...
between your thumb and index, you're going to have quite the...
I don't think that's an atrophy issue. I think that's something else going on in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably because you cut through nerves, tendons, muscle, all that
Because it's been
shit.
loose the whole time, so I've had the ability to move, even though I
Yeah.
didn't move it that much.
Yeah, how did the weekend go? I know it kind of sucks going up north with all the toys.
Yeah,
and
it's okay.
stuff,
I mean,
but-
it wasn't. It's fine. It kept me grounded. I was able to, I wasn't out goofing around. Didn't go in the lake. No jet skiing. No motorcycles.
Really? You didn't even take the boat out?
I drove the boat,
Yeah, okay.
but
All
I
right,
didn't.
that's not bad.
No, yeah, but that's.
It's fun as shit to go up there and do the frisbee, knock the beer can game, like all that stuff by the beach.
Yeah, the kids have taken that over, but they do it on land. I'm like, that's supposed to be in the water.
Yeah. It's fun as shit.
I know.
both
So now it
ways.
sticks up like 6 feet tall because they're meant to go down like into the sand and
Yeah.
the sandbar in the water.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Fun games. Oh well, in no time. When do you get stitches out? Friday, something like that.
Stitches out Friday, supposedly.
There you go.
That's the appointment.
Yep. And then it'll just be a matter of getting strength back. So
Sure.
wish you nothing but luck with that, my friend.
Thank you.
Get you back to normal. Mm-hmm. My weekend was all right. I'm trying to think if I did. Well, I babysat the kids.
Yeah.
I had the kids here all weekend with Cece and Bogues, who both they know how to open the door down here in the studio now. So there's Cece just bulls through, and so they're both laying at my feet, I believe. Well, they were. Yeah. Anyway. So I hung out with them. My Giants had a makeup game today.
I don't
with
think
the
Bogey knows how to
Tigers.
open the door, by the way.
No.
Even if he
Cece
knew
does.
how. Yeah, you said they both do.
Well, they both come down, but it's Cece
Sure.
that bulls the door open
He
for sure.
He couldn't reach that knob on a bet.
No. She just pushes it open because it doesn't lat. I just kind of half-ass shut it, and so that was usually good enough. But yeah, she's learned I can just headbutt that thing and open it. So she does. Whatever. No biggie, but they were good kids over the weekend.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So what's going on in the world? Well, quite a bit, actually. We've got Elon Musk in the news again. And I don't know if he's a genius for this type of thing or not, but I guess we're losing the name Twitter and the fucking birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, rebranding the whole thing, are we?
Yeah. And it's going to be called
Truth Social.
X now. Yeah, Truth Social. It's so stupid. I still get notifications from all the social media groups, whichever they are. And that could be Parler to Truth Social to Twitter, Facebook. I get notifications for all of them. And every time I see Truth Social pop up, I'm just like, This is so dumb. Even if it's legit, it just screams alt-right. Like, no matter what your intentions are, that's just what comes off it. And I probably believe most of what there is going on there, but I'm just like, no, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Probably
you know,
smart,
and it's really the only person you're really interested in hearing from is Trump anyways. and what he's up to and what he's claiming.
You really should. I'm not really that interested in what he has to say.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that. But Truth Social, that's really all. It's just Donald Trump's sounding board, right?
Basically,
I mean, I don't know anyone else.
Well, it came down to you don't like it, go build your own. Okay,
Okay.
They did.
Yeah.
So.
Well, all these people are like, fuck Twitter, I'm building my own. And it's like, okay, well, that's just going to be an alt-left fucking
basically
hate site. So what is the point of this?
Division.
At some point, we've got to come together and be better than this. Anyways, Elon Musk announced that he's soon going to get rid of the bird logo. Series of tweets Saturday indicating a move from the birds in favor of the letter X. He really loves the letter X, doesn't he?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. His initial tweet said, painted black, followed by a poll asking users to vote on whether to change the platform's default color to black. And roughly 75% voted for the switch.
Okay.
So I don't know why that would be a big deal, but okay, whatever. You know, people wear throwback uniforms all the time, and we seem to like those and new ones. And soon we shall bid adieu to the Twitter brand and gradually all the birds. If a good enough X logo is posted tonight, it could go live as early as Monday. So I did see someone post the Confederate flag sideways.
Yeah.
It's
pretty good.
That's not bad. That's not bad. You know, you got to chuckle at things sometimes.
Sure, exactly.
You know, find a little humor in life.
Right.
In addition, he gave an indication of what the logo might look like, sharing an image of Twitter's current logo, but set on a faded black background instead of the usual light blue. His image said, like this, but X. And a follow-up tweet said, to embody the imperfections in us that make us all unique. And then there was like a flickering X image, had no captions.
So is it just going to be called X?
Yeah.
Like that's the name of it, just
I think so, yeah.
It's not very catchy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny because I remember when Twitter dropped, and it was like, if you think that I'm going to tweet, it sounded so fucking gay.
Yep.
It's so silly and stupid. I was like, Twitter and tweets? But, you know, just like anything, you sort of get used to it. It's like, whatever. I was on Twitter. Yeah, I tweeted that. I saw someone tweet that. It just becomes part of the nomenclature, and you just go.
I was on X, just doesn't have that same ring, even as silly as Twitter may have sounded
and
originally.
Tweets really got to be tweets.
You're gonna send an X on X.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's something in 5 years we look back and go, wow, what a genius. It's either that or New Coke. You know, that's what people are comparing it to, is New Coke.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you got something. It's an established brand. Why would you just paid $44 billion for it. Mm-hmm. But he claims, so in April, there was a legal filing revealed the name Twitter Inc. had been replaced by X Corp.
Okay.
During an April interview with the BBC, Musk said his goal is to make Twitter into something much bigger than it currently is. My goal is to create X, the everything app. That's what we're working towards. Twitter is an accelerant to X, the everything app. The new CEO, Linda Yaccarino, which a lot of people take issue with her super woke ass being the new CEO. Whatever. I don't know anything about her. She revealed the company that she was recently hired to run is changing its name, logo, and the future. It's an exceptionally rare thing in life or in business that you get a second chance to make another big impression. Twitter made one massive impression and changed the way we communicate. Some would argue not for the better.
Yeah.
Now X will go further, transforming the global town square. X is the future state of unlimited interactivity, centered in audio, video, messaging, payments, banking, creating a global marketplace for ideas, goods, services, and opportunities. Powered by AI, X will connect us all in ways we're just beginning to imagine.
Sounds so exciting,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like sounds like a lot of good intentions.
Yeah. Right.
Paving the road to hell.
Right. And that could be, I don't know. I think Elon Musk has a better grasp of AI and the potential dangers of that. You know, James Cameron was out end of last week or over the weekend saying, I tried to warn y'all in '84. When I released, Terminator 2, there was a point, and you're not heeding that. Oppenheimer, the movie that's out, what happened to Oppenheimer after he created the fucking atomic bomb. Well, then the U.S. government just wanted to make more of them and make the hydrogen bomb. And that guy fucking died in isolation, like thinking he murdered fucking people and like, holy shit, I'm the personal death squad.
Yeah.
And so there's warnings like, we've gone down this road before. Are you going to heed history's advice and not just go blindly creating shit that, you know, because there were people at the top at the time going, careful where we're going with this. Okay. Yeah. You're making the atomic bomb now.
I wouldn't make James Cameron's prediction all that credible.
Well,
in hindsight of things.
A lot of people do mention it though.
I get where it's going, but
and it's
that's just not like it was a real warning. Like,
well, yeah, true. But, you know.
Like, I told you. You didn't listen.
A lot of people point to that as like AI run out of control of humans. That making a technology that's smarter than you, again, well, it's great. We can get everything dropped at our porch and, you know, robots can clean our house. It'll be like the Jetsons. It's like, yeah. In theory, that sounds awesome.
Until they realize they don't need you anymore.
Exactly. And you become the pet. And there's just a few humans in a zoo somewhere, and robots just look at us. And it's like, well, I could just as easily see that coming down the road.
Yeah.
You know? And then we're all looking back going, how great was it, man, when we just did shit ourselves. We didn't.
The good old days.
Yeah. And it's like, Cece, settle down. Bogey, settle down. Clowns. So, yeah, I don't know where this goes. I just know I don't like having no say in it. That's really my hang up is like, no one voted for you people. You're just running wild with stuff, and it's like a race to the bottom. Who can get there first? Well,
what was the last thing you actually had to say in?
Nothing, really. But it didn't affect my world immediately. You know what I mean? Like...
everything affects your world.
Maybe, but you can point to examples where, oh God, that really affected all of us. Like no one took a vote on whether social media was good for the world, right? Like we're all living in our little world here in America, and it's like, yeah, some of us travel abroad and get some different cultures and blah blah blah, but there's different systems all over the world. Were we meant to come together in some global society and all like, who's right, who's wrong, who's better, who's worse?
Yeah.
Who's the devil? Who's the God? Who's like, no one asked us. It just arrived. And here we are debating it 15 years later. As of 2007, this is a totally different world. And we're seeing it play out. You know, maybe it gives us some enlightenment in some respects, but I don't know, man. It seems like they are fucking careening down a road, though, with no end in sight.
Seems like everything comes out, has benefit in the beginning, and then gets corrupted.
Yes.
On pretty much every level.
Right.
Seems like
you think
that's the process.
You think of Facebook's initial thing. You had a college kid who stole an idea from the Winklevoss twins, and then it was basically for college kids to rate how hot chicks were.
Yeah, hot or not, basically.
Hot or not.
Exactly.
That's all it was. So this fucking alien
Smash
weirdo.
Or pass, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, lots of people can relate to that. We look at it, look at this fucking photo of the cheerleading squad. Let's have a draft. We're still doing it today.
Yep.
You know, but that's where it started. It was like, oh, yeah, different college campuses can communicate and rate how hot the chicks are. That's all it was. And now here we are.
And now he's running the world.
Running the world, yeah. Looking more and more alien every day that goes by.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
And we're not involved in any of those decisions. So, you know, I don't know what Elon Musk's grand goal is with X being the be-all everything. I don't know where that goes.
X is going to give it to you. I know that.
Yeah. So, X, if you were to go back 10 years or whatever when Twitter started, 12 years, whatever it was, and say, would you rather it be called X or Twitter? I would have voted X at the time.
Probably, but I don't know if that would have made any sense either.
No, wouldn't have, but X is cooler than tweeting. I'm going to tweet. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that always sound fucking fruity shit.
If those were definitely your options, I'd rather go with a black X over the blue bird.
At the time, you know. Now it's we're used to it.
Sure.
So moving on to other things, Donald Trump is reportedly desperate for an invite to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, no shock there.
No.
Smart to do it if he can get on there.
Absolutely.
Rogan has turned it down, I think, numerous times. And I don't really know why. You know, it's where so many good interviews have happened from people that were canceled or were their views were written off as misinformation, and then you give someone a 3-hour window to kind of explain themselves, and it just goes so much further.
Yeah, you get that long form like that. That does.
Yeah, it's great.
And it live, no editing. All
yeah.
And it's not like he stayed out of the political realm altogether. He's
Not even close.
Not even close. Whether he wants to just not appear to align himself with Trump or not, but I don't think just having him on your show.
I don't know why he'd be afraid of that, though.
I don't know that he's afraid of it necessarily.
I think deep down he probably is. Like, there's going to be so much shit backlash.
It just might not be worth the bullshit. It's not. That's not necessarily being afraid of it. It's just not worth the fallout that can and will come from it.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't. Trump needs Rogan more than Rogan needs Trump.
100%.
So
100%.
He doesn't need to put himself in that situation. And I don't think any more positive. I mean, aside from, offering a platform for everyone to be equally heard, which is what he's sort of advocating should be.
Yep.
Aside from that, he doesn't really get anything out of it. It'd be good views, but
he'd pick up 100 million views.
He'd get those anyway.
Yeah, well, he averages about 11 million per episode. Some more than others, obviously. I think, RFK Jr., why do elites want to shut him up? Why is his own party turned on him? Why do you not want us to hear what he has to say? Why do you want the book banned that he came out? Like, why? So when he goes on Rogan and has 3.5 hours to explain himself, I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely.
There's very few places that people can go to get a platform like that where it's like, not going to be cut off at every turn. You're going to be able to fully explain yourself.
There's no agenda going into it.
No. I think Hillary Clinton wins the presidency if she goes on Howard Stern's show. He offered, she denied, and at the time, I said, this is the dumbest move. You can take an alien robot, cunt, twat, Satan, put her on there and humanize her.
Yep.
I'll say Gavin Newsom. You can either listen to right-wing pundits tell you all about Gavin Newsom and what he does in California, or he went, fuck it, I'll go on Sean Hannity for 2 days and a full hour and let him ask me everything, and I'll explain it a little more in depth, where I'm coming from, where Californians are coming from. And he became much more human to me. There were things I totally disagree with him on, and I think he's wrong. I think the road to hell, again, paved with great intentions.
Yeah.
But it did do something. Instead of just hearing right-wing pundits go, oh, California, they're shitting on the sidewalks, and oh, they're doing drugs on the streets, and oh, they're letting them rob stores everywhere. Like, you can have that narrative, and you can just let the right pound that narrative, or you can put the guy on a microphone and go, okay, explain this. It doesn't make sense to me. Please, make this make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying everything made sense, but a lot of it you go, okay, I can at least see where he's coming from. He's not just a monster. So with Trump going on something like this, okay, CNN's not going to do that. Fox News isn't going to do that. Who's going to do that? And I say, you know what? If you do that, have Biden on. You think Biden's team will let him go on Rogan's show for 3.5 hours?
Right, but the offer is there, and the equal time has to be. I don't know if it has.
No,
to be.
not.
He doesn't have to follow those same
FCC guidelines don't apply with a podcast.
Right.
But you're right. And I would say have Biden on, because Biden can't go on and just kick the fucking ball around with Rogan for 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Period. There's a reason they want him hidden away. There's a reason the guy's a gaffe machine every step he takes. There's reasons for that. So you can either try to hide him away, act like everything's misinformation and everything's a lie. Don't have him do debates. Don't have him go on Rogan's show.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear Biden do Rogan's for 3.5 hours. It's not a Trump thing.
No.
Fine. Go on Rogan and answer serious questions about this stuff. Maybe, just maybe, the left is right and Biden's way more competent than people realize.
Yeah.
And you get him in a 3-hour window, and he comes off much stronger. Huge win for him.
Definitely. Could be. Yeah, I doubt it would be, but it could be, potentially.
We know it would be a disaster. Yeah. But, hey, stranger things have happened. I would have never in a million years said, you know what, Gavin Newsom is not the fucking absolute devil that I thought he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to do a little more research and not just read a headline or hear a 30-second news bite to get more context for things. And stuff starts to make a little more sense. I still think he's fucking things up. I don't think he's presidential material, not now. But I'm not afraid to hear what that side has to say on things.
Yeah.
I don't want a 30-second.
We should want to hear. We should be able to have these conversations.
July 9th, Trump and Rogan were seen shaking hands at UFC 290, the fight in Vegas. The candidate has since been pushing for an invite to sit down and record with him. This is where this stuff turns so stupid and silly to me. Roger Stone, Donald Trump needs to just get the fuck away from Roger Stone. Stop it. Just stop. The guy looks like a joke. His hair is a joke. Everything about him is I don't even know. It's just comical.
Trump or
clownish.
Stone?
Stone.
Oh, just checking.
Yeah. But you know, Trump has a lot of those attributes too. But to me, it's like, dude, Roger Stone is challenging Joe Rogan to a cage match. Winner get Trump. If he wins, Trump gets to be on Rogan's podcast. Shut up.
Yeah, that's
Fuck off, dude. He started talking about
Rogan should take him up on it.
Yeah, and just beat the dog shit out of him.
You just tap him in 4 seconds. Here, dickhead.
Roger Stone has started talking about organizing a UFC-styled cage match between himself and Rogan to settle the matter.
Okay.
Stone appeared on InfoWars. That's great. First
Perfect.
off.
Yep, exactly. Just checking all the boxes.
Yeah, isn't he? He said, I can definitely take him.
In an article written in Breitbart.
Yeah. He told Alex Jones, and I quote, I hit the heavy bag for an hour every Saturday.
Oh, well, you're in fucking perfect shape to handle this, yeah. As long as you fight on a Saturday for an hour, you're good.
Let me put it this way, Alex. He was wearing a really nice suit. I wonder what it cost in a man's size. You know, because Rogan's
Small.
He's like 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll fuck this guy up.
Oh. Rogan has made it clear he's got no interest in interviewing Trump, but that has not stopped Trump's allies from plotting a pressure campaign to inadvertently sway him. One advisor said the mere discussion of Donald Trump on a blockbuster podcast like Rogan builds a remarkable audience. Perhaps the only person bigger in the new media world than Joe Rogan is Donald Trump. And the whole idea that two of them would be together at last, it would be an incredible audience. Trump is happy to play the long game in a bid to get on Rogan's podcast. Earlier this month, Rogan said, I'm not a Trump supporter in any way, shape, or form. I've had the opportunity to have him on my show more than once. I've said no every time. I don't want to help him. I'm not interested in helping him. Trump did appear on the Nelk Boys podcast. It's got a young demo of listeners. The video was removed from YouTube over comments he made about election fraud. See, that right there is a problem. Mm-hmm. Unless you're willing to remove Hillary from everything she's been on, because she hasn't shut up about election fraud, claiming Trump and Russia stole the election for her. How about Stacey Abrams? Are you going to remove her from every fucking interview she's done? If not, shut up. Who cares what Donald Trump thinks?
Yeah.
Let the American people decide that. American people are not that stupid. If they believe, you know, and by the way, there's a lot of stuff that points to some shit went on there. I'm not saying it's true or not, but I can understand
like to know.
Why people would, why are you so desperate to make sure no one talks about this under any circumstance? You're taking a former president and the leading candidate for presidency this coming year. You're removing him from a podcast. You can't even air it. No, I don't like that at all.
Not at all.
So last year, Rogan labeled Trump a man baby during an episode with Segura. Okay. He's also called some of Trump supporters morons. That's true. That's true of both sides.
Yep.
Have their morons.
There's plenty of morons to go around.
There's loads of morons. In a conversation with Dave Portnoy, Rogan said that while Trump had successfully shaken up the establishment and special interest groups in D.C., he also gave the morons a king. The morons had a king. There's a lot of morons, and it doesn't matter what he's saying. Like, for them, he represents them. Yeah. I don't know. I think you have Trump on, and don't take it like I'm helping this guy. Call him to task on shit.
That's exactly right. The one thing I really like about the way Rogan does his interviews, most of his interviews anyway, is that it's not structured in a way. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just kind of goes where the conversation goes. It's more of a 3-hour conversation than an interview. Right. You know, because you just never know, and that can lead to one thing and go completely off the rails into something totally different. Yeah. But in the course of a conversation, as opposed to be like, all right, well, let's reel it back in here. I want to know where that stuff goes. Yeah. You know, those make for the best conversations. I like that. And the easiest listening. I like that, and I hate it at the same time. I mostly like it. Yeah. Except when you get someone on who's recently in the news for something big and you really don't address it, which Rogan can definitely do. Fair. And that part, it's like, wait a minute, dude. You've got this guy on for 3.5 hours and you're going to talk about fucking
whatever nonsense when, I think there's a responsibility from someone like Rogan. If you're going to be the king of all things, and, he can do his show however he wants, obviously. I think there's a great responsibility when you get someone on at a certain level that like if you've got a Mark Zuckerberg on, you need to deep dive into what do you mean the FBI reached out to you about, this hit coming against Biden and the laptop. Like, you've got a job to do there, and not just let him make that one sentence comment that gets played everywhere, but really go, wait a minute, you don't see that as a problem?
Yeah, right.
Why is the federal government reaching out to a social media company and basically warning you what's to come, and what did they know and how did they know it, and why did you react to it? Why was your instinct immediately to take the federal government at their word? That seems like a violation of so many things. And First Amendment rights are protected. Why would you allow that fucking group to infiltrate your squad and all social media squads? You don't see a problem with that? Like, I think there's a responsibility there to deep dive into that stuff. I remember Rogan interviewed Alex Jones, and Alex Jones was catching a lot of shit. And there came a time when you could tell Joe prepped different for that interview. He just did. And he felt the need to be the guard of everything that came out of Alex Jones's mouth. So it turned into a battle of, whoa, stop right there. Wait, what do you mean exactly by that? And it was just like fact-checking in real time. And that's much harder to do. If that's what you're doing, instead of just having those conversations that you're talking about, if you're in fact-check mode because everybody's listening and they think this guy's batshit crazy, it's a harder thing to do. And my guess is he would try to do something like that with Trump. And if he were to have him on, I just think it's stupid not to. I think you have all those guys on.
Seems like it. Yeah, I don't know what the real negative to it is. I mean,
well, making him more popular.
Again,
but I think you have Vivek Ramaswamy on. Like, why not? Have him on. The guy's fucking brilliant. He's an Indian American who's made lots of money. He's funding his campaign, for the most part, and small dollar donations with some different ideas. I want to hear from him.
Yeah.
Why not have him on for 3.5 hours? Fine. If you dare, put Biden on for 3.5 hours. Let's go. Let's see how the leader of the free world does.
Well, yeah, we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, we know that's not going to happen. Why? Because they know he'd fail miserably. Fine. Give him the opportunity. If he doesn't want to go on there, fine. You're the guy you're going against is coming on here, and he's going to fucking beat your ass for 3.5 hours. So you can either just get your dick kicked in, or you can accept the invite on as well.
Well, yeah, you get your dick kicked in if you accept the invite.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Better just to accept the dick kicking without kicking your own dick in.
I would say there's no reason not to do it unless you were afraid. And I'm not talking, I mean Biden. Yeah. Like, you talk to Nancy Pelosi.
Well, of course. He's probably not afraid of anything. He's too stupid to know that he's going to fuck it up.
Yeah.
But his entire team is afraid.
Yeah.
Like, no, we can't
terrified.
Let him be unchained.
He has a handler to walk off stage.
Yeah, now, finally.
He made such a fucking disaster of walking off a stage every day that they now have a handler, walk on stage and cart him off. So when Nancy
doesn't shake any ghost hands, make sure he doesn't fall, make sure he goes the right way.
Exactly.
All those things.
So someone like Nancy Pelosi comes out and gets on a microphone and goes, this guy Biden, he's younger than me, young whippersnapper. He's killing it. Couldn't be more proud of him. Well, if that's true, then you would absolutely encourage him to go on a big platform like that. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Because it's bullshit.
I didn't realize age was the only factor.
Right, right. And not all 80-year-olds are created equal. No. Sorry, they're just not.
Definitely not.
So a lot of people are dead by 80. A lot of people are in a fucking institution at 80. A lot of people are playing golf at 80.
Yep.
It doesn't mean, well, he's 3 years younger than me. He's killing it. No, Nancy, he's not. And he's not. So it is what it is.
Yeah, she didn't say he's more coherent than me.
No.
He just said he's
always had that.
He's younger than you.
He had a stutter when he was little. So that's all it is.
Sure.
Just seeing the stutter play out.
Indeed.
Great. Go on and explain all about your stutter. I'm Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
be awesome.
Find out where you got that.
No, you'd rather have, welcome debate on CNN, which everyone knows is bullshit. Okay, we'll see how it plays out. And you know what? Maybe he'll get the votes versus an anti-Trump vote. Maybe that's the whole play.
We'll see.
Worked last time.
Yep.
Why wouldn't it work this time? People still hate, Orange Man bad as much as they do. So he's going to get, votes regardless. He literally could weekend at Bernie's and die, and they'd still vote him in. Again, the bowl of soup theory.
100%. 100%. Hey, everybody loves top shelf service, world-class experience, and of course, communication and support after the sale. So don't settle for ordinary. Go see our friends and original sponsors, Zott, Ford, and Holly. When you work with Gabara, Anthony, and their whole crew, you're going to get all that plus the yummiest deals in the D. Starting with Zott Ford's employee pricing for everyone and remaining 22 F-150s plus 0% financing. Hurry, it's not going to last long. Plus, the team at Zott wants to help you get out of your high-interest rate car loan and replace it with 0% financing and up to $4,500 in rebates. Or if you bought out your lease and you're ready for something fresh, they can slide you out and get you an extra $1,000 for your trade-in. Finally, Zott Ford still has their famous sign and drive leases where you can lease a 23 Bronco Sport, Explorer, or F-150 with payments just over $400 a month. Sign and drive. See the smorgasbord of deals and their delicious inventory at dealsinthed.com.
Radio41.com. Do not forget about us, please. You can get merch there. Amazon link, Amazon Canada, MyPillow. Just use promo code TDC. Anything you buy at my store or mypillow.com. TDC will get you the best discounts there. Link to our Patreon page as well. Please continue to send us your emails at walters@detroitcast.com. How do you feel, T, about gay water? You familiar with gay water?
Not specifically, no. I mean, I thought that's what Evian was like at first when that came out. It was like, what the fuck are you guys paying that much money for water
$7 for a bottle of water? Okay.
But it's pretty good.
It's not that good. I don't like Evian.
No?
You know what I do? I do like the one
Evian.
a lot. Evian?
Yeah, naive backwards.
Huh?
Naive backwards.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Very good. That makes sense now. My favorite water of all time is another one of those elitist ones. I never buy it because I'm not paying $3 for a bottle of water or whatever it is. The one that's square.
Fiji?
Fiji.
Yeah, that's really good.
Love Fiji water.
Really
There's some. My least favorite is Tooch's favorite, Dasani.
Oh, that tastes like feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
terrible. Fucking disgusting. Dasani is gross.
Yes, do not care for it.
Hey, assholes. Yep. Was that a lightning strike or
I think
a thunder?
That was thunder, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
God, we're under attack. If we go bye-bye, that's why.
I tell you what, man. I found my new favorite water.
Yeah?
Yeah. They
GFS?
Nope. Gosh, no. It's they have it down at the Lions facility. They have little, your drinking fountain things in the hall, but it's this 12 times. It's like all these different purification processes and stuff. I call it holy water. It's I mean, and there's just cups and you can just drink it, fill it, right there. I don't know what it's just amazing.
Awesome.
It is so fucking good. It's just tap water comes in, it filters it out right there, I assume, and then it's
just figure out what it is exactly. It's probably $100 a cup.
Yeah, it's got like all the steps of this processing and filtration it goes through. But when it comes out, man, I didn't even know water could be that good.
Dude, isn't that funny? Like we get water cheap because that's how we are. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, we got a case for $3. Yep. You a lot of times get them at Costco. They're fine. The bottles are flimsy. Yep. That's really the difference between the Fijis and Dasanis.
Yeah, sure.
And, I do
I
like
just need it not to leak.
Yeah, right. It's fine. It's great. It's water. Whatever. I didn't know you could get water where you're like, oh shit. Yeah. That's how Fiji is to me. And I've never said anything to Tooch, but the Dasani thing, he loves the Dasani. It's garbage.
Dasani. It's not.
It's garbage.
I will take it over dehydrating to death.
Yeah,
but
I would too.
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah.
He's been drinking it forever too. He is fully
Team
in on
Dasani.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he is.
I don't get it. Get it. Anyways, gay water. So in the gay community, apparently, they used to call a simple vodka and soda gay water. Okay. I'll have a gay water. So if you were at gay bars and stuff, that was known as gay water.
Got you.
Well, now because of Bud Light tanking themselves, there's a I'm assuming Mo CEO Spencer Hodison. He is canning this gay water to capitalize on LGBTQ plus anxiety. The drink, let's see, he says he's looking to become even bolder about the audience he's targeting in light of what he considers mistakes made by Bud Light. This will probably...
Ironically, that's another nickname for Bud Light.
Right.
Gay water.
Gay water, yes. And a lot of people are pointing that out, which is kind of hilarious.
Sure.
It's better than piss water.
Yeah.
This will probably change our marketing and maybe even distribution strategy, but not in the ways you may think. It will fuel us. We are a brand that is unafraid to fight for our community. I don't know anyone in that community. It seems like all you do is fight with everybody all the time. Just saying.
Yeah, because they're unafraid of it.
Yeah. I don't,
Clearly.
like, show me the member of that community that is afraid, because I'd like to meet him. Or her. I don't know that individual exists. I have not seen it. If so, you would know more than me. Maybe they do.
Clearly.
These just cowering with afraid, people.
Oh, I'm sure they're out there. You just don't see them or hear from them because they're cowering.
Yeah, maybe. This is available online. Consumers can purchase a 6-pack of lime-flavored drinks for $18.25.
Okay.
Is that expensive?
Well, I mean, you're talking $3 a drink, but what is it? Just water?
No,
This is
it's
the actual booze?
it's got lime, and I'm assuming there's vodka in it.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm
he's
saying. Is
taking
this
a play on
alcohol? So this is.
Look it up. They've got the can is like super rainbowy and shit. I didn't.
I
pull
assume
it up,
at $3 a piece, it's alcohol.
it's
But,
got to be.
but water can be that way too. So
I hate
just
when
wanted
they
to clarify.
I hate when they do this.
It's
too.
just like a Truly or a High Noon or any of these that are
Right.
now. They're vodka plus juice or whatever.
right.
Except they're all carbonated and they all taste like shit to me.
Yeah,
I hate
I've
the
never had
carbonation.
them
Any
because
of them.
I would have assumed those were all gay water to begin with.
Yeah, they
Like,
keep
that's-
right, exactly. Oh, this one you're gonna like this one. This one's vodka and juice. Like, okay, I drink vodka and juice. Like, I would like that. Nope.
Nope.
It's got bubbles. Nobody
Yeah.
said fucking bubbles.
Yeah. So they're carbonating it.
Yes.
Gotcha. So I hate when they do this. Oh, you can get a 6-pack for $18.25 or a 12-pack for $36.50. Okay, so you just doubled the price and
Exactly
gave me
doubled
twice
it.
as. Yeah, like you can't give it to me for $35
No
where
bulk
it's like
discounts.
Yeah, come on, man. Costco showed you the way.
Yep. Drop that 50 off the end.
Yeah.
Save a quarter.
Includes a mix, and I think they're missed opportunity. Here
I would love for if they you can get 18 for this amount. You can get 24 for this amount.
Yeah, you sure can. Just keep doubling it.
Right? Yay, I can bring 3 of my friends.
Yeah, sure. Includes a mix of watermelon, lime, peach, and grapefruit. Missed opportunity, man.
Yeah.
No semen, no asshole flavor?
None of it.
None of it? Really? Seems like that community digs the seminal fluid. Why not? Just be like, yeah, this is our cum gay water.
Just add more salt.
Yeah, a lot more salt. Make it a little creamy.
Maybe that's the pineapple juice one. if he did his homework.
Our mission is to destigmatize the word gay.
Okay.
I didn't know it was super stigmatized, but okay, sort of.
I mean, got to be on some level, yeah.
Yeah. And start to create representation in spaces that traditionally don't have queer-owned products, let alone products with the word gay in their title. When was the last time you saw the word gay at a restaurant, bar, liquor store, or grocery store?
What? It doesn't apply to, like, food and drinks.
When was the last time you saw straight?
Straight and gay people eat the same and drink the same things.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw, like, oh, straight water sold here, or, oh, try our straight burger. It's amazing.
No.
You know? Try our gay burger. It's meat between 2 buns. Like, what are you talking about?
Was it Burger King that you could get 2 tops or 2 bottoms
Yeah,
on their buns or whatever that was?
Trying to be
Oh,
inclusive.
marketing genius there.
So the word gay originally was defined as happy. Yeah, we all remember. Well, I'm a gay all the time. And we're hoping to remind folks of that by being present. Of course, there are no products. Let's see. Social media users suggested Bud Light had already beat this guy to it. Look, here's my thought on this gay water. And you want to the can is the full rainbow and it says gay water on it. And it screams gay. Like you really. But we see those people every day. They're dolled up with wristbands and fucking headbands and T-shirts. I hope you guys find an audience. I hope you're tremendously successful. This is what capitalism is at its finest. You didn't create water. You
Feels
didn't
a little pandering-ish to me.
Sure.
But, yes.
But if you see a niche in a market and you go, you know what? I'm going to take a risk on this.
There's a void I want to fill.
Yeah. This is the American dream, though, in a sense, right? If you have an audience that you didn't invent vodka, you didn't invent lime, you didn't invent water. But if you can do that, and marketing is half the battle.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it is marketing. So if you think don't expect the straight community to be waltzing around with, okay, we're definitely losing power.
Well, keep it moving. Keep it moving.
We got another hour to go, so we're in trouble here.
Fingers
T.
crossed.
If you think the straight community is just going to jump on board with that, I don't see that happening.
Well, no,
and I don't think that's homophobic.
No. Yeah. Would you expect them to be the gay community to be supporting a super straight Jack and Coke, concoction, whatever that would be, right? Like no, because you're not supporting it. But you're not protesting it. But I'm not going out and buying it. I'm not carrying around, the rainbow dick-shaped can.
Right. And just drinking what looks like cum shooting out of the
What color can you get down to? Orange. Fuck it, no.
Yeah. I don't see myself doing that, and I hope that's not taken as homophobic. I didn't buy Truly. I didn't buy any Zimas. I didn't buy any of the other stuff either, right? They all seem to kind of fall in this niche category where it's like, okay, you just did your version of shit people have been making at their house for generations, right? And now you
just took a Truly and put it in a gay can.
Yeah.
Nothing's different about it. It doesn't make you gayer for drinking it.
Maybe. Maybe it's
enough of them. Who knows?
And you know what? Maybe it is, T. Maybe if people order that at a regular bar, you go to Royal Oak and you go to there's no such thing as a straight bar, but you just go to a normal bar and you start ordering that stuff. Maybe it signifies to other gays, like who's on your team, who you might be able to pick up that night at the bar. And it's like, oh, he's drinking a gay water. Maybe he's on my team.
Yeah.
I doubt you're going to run into the guy that goes, dude, I'm straight as shit. I just love gay water.
Oh, this is so good. Oh,
yeah.
I used to be a nooner guy, but have you tried these? Fucking delicious.
I used to walk in like a straight asshole and just an order of vodka tonic. And now, now that I found gay water, wow. And it's in its cock-shaped form, and he's just pouring cum into his face. Yeah, I don't think you're going to run into that dude very often.
Probably not. Why would you think I was gay?
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking this delicious beverage?
Yeah.
What does that choice have to do with it?
Yeah, what does that matter? And I hope these guys, like I said, entrepreneurship takes different forms all over. And if there's a wide enough community that wants to get behind this, they'll do just fine.
How about just make a good product and let the product speak for itself and not have to target to specific people?
Well, because that's what marketing people do. And marketing people, historically, the product doesn't matter.
It's just more division, that's all.
Yeah, it is. It probably is.
If it was
more divisive, but
if it was good enough, you wouldn't just target the minority of the gay community. You would want it full scale, across the world.
But don't you think the thought is, how do we compete with the InBevs of the world that are mass marketed, mass produced, available everywhere? How do we compete with those guys and the resources they have? Well, we got to go niche, and we're going, manly men. We're the manly man burger, or we're going, gay as shit. We're going all in, and we're going to sell out at every gay pride in the world with our gay water. Mm-hmm. It could be nothing more than that, because I don't think their beverage is going to be anything spectacular.
No, exactly. But get out in front of it before Bud Light does.
And
they come out with their own.
And maybe they're banking. Water. Maybe they're banking on super woke, want to be part of the team, straight folk. To pick up
guilting
a few cases.
into it.
Yeah,
just to show you're an ally.
Yeah,
walking around double fisted with your gay waters.
Yeah. I'm a straight guy, but I'm on the team. I'm a supporter. Good for you, dude.
Attaboy.
Good for you. So I don't know. I mean, they're selling gay Legos. They're selling gay stuffed animals for your dogs.
Yeah.
My family thinks it's hilarious to send me all of them.
Sure.
So why not gay water?
Why not? Yeah, I heard what I think might be the perfect joke over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to hear the perfect joke.
What's better than getting a silver medal in the Special Olympics?
Not being in the Special Olympics?
Not being retarded.
Not being retarded. Yeah. It's a great joke.
I'm like, yeah, it's so offensive. I mean, but I started breaking it down. Like, it's the perfect joke.
Yeah.
It's just not being retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people say getting a gold?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you're already tainted.
Yeah.
Your brain was already there.
Yeah.
Probably already heard it. But that was the first time I'd heard it.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, wildly offensive, but the perfect joke.
Yeah.
Every word's necessary. It's clean.
What was the one that that got Bill Burr all worked up? That it was outside a bar. It was like a one of those sandwich boards.
Oh, we like our beer, like our violence, domestic. Yeah.
And he's pointed out the same thing. That is literally the perfect joke. You can't take one word. There's no fat, no filler, no bullshit.
Yep.
We like our beer like we like our violence, domestic. You need every word to make that joke make sense. And they fired the manager, they fired the waitress.
Exactly.
It was like, oh,
Yep.
God.
See how that worked out.
Can nothing be funny to anyone anymore?
I guess
Come
not.
on.
No.
Stop it.
No. Certain things are just off limits, apparently.
Yeah. I notice Shane Gillis is coming to town. I believe we have tickets to that
We do
show.
have tickets to that, yeah.
And part of the advertisement, he's doing a lot of, is it the Masonic he's coming to?
The Masonic, yeah.
Yeah. In September, maybe?
So I think you got a trifecta. Of
Did I
rightness
get it all right
correct?
there?
Yeah, nice job.
I just figure someone will tell me where I need to be at some point.
They will.
But yeah, they keep playing that one where he's coaching the Special Olympics. He's like, hey, Detroit, I'm coming to the Masonic.
yeah.
That bit is so fucking funny. So fucking funny. They only care about two things, tits and John Cena. Like, it's brilliant. Man.
Yep. And it's true.
Yeah.
I bet so much of that is so based in reality.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when they brought the Hooters girls in.
Oh, my God.
You get the jaws of life out.
Yeah. I hear.
He's like, I got in line. Ooh.
Yeah. Looks like I'm on the team.
Yep.
And it does when he's standing there just kind of looking. He's a smart motherfucker, man.
is.
I think he went to West Point for a period.
Really?
Yeah. Like, no bullshit. If you look at his background, it's crazy. He's coming to town. Landau's going to be in town in a couple weeks at Ridley's. Newberg's going to be in town.
Weekend after that, yeah.
Yeah.
They go back to back at Ridley's.
Yeah. I was talking to Dave last night, and I was like, hey, when are you going to be back in Detroit? You know, because we'd love to have you come back in. He's like, 2 weeks, man. I'll be at Ridley's. So make sure if you can still get tickets for that.
I'm sure there's probably some, but
yeah,
maybe not a ton. But yeah,
Support
first weekend, like third, fourth, whatever that is, third, fourth, fifth, I think is Landau, and then that following weekend is Newberg.
Is Newberg. So support our boys, make it good all over the country, man. They're killing it. Newberg and Landau and Shane Gillis in September. Hopefully we see some of you guys there. Moving on to other stuff. Kentucky sorority girl dubs herself the Queen of Chaos.
Queen of Chaos?
Yeah. She's gone viral after sharing her myriad mugshots and boasting about her catalog of crimes.
Okay.
I'm in love with this girl, T. I got to be honest with you. Rihanna Brock has been arrested at least 11 times for everything from shoplifting to terror-related crimes in 2020, stealing a firearm in January of 23. She's 23. She's a current student at Western Kentucky University and a member of its sorority, Kentucky Chicks, of course.
Okay.
In an Instagram stories reel titled Mugshotty, she shares her 10-strong collection of custody headshots spanning the past 5 years from 18 to 23. Her latest post shows her grinning wildly with dyed blonde hair while wearing an orange prison jumpsuit after being arrested in July 2020 for terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree and stalking in the 2nd degree. She said both her parents are currently serving time in jail. She shared the picture on Instagram along the caption, "I'm hollering." So look at her.
Which one are we starting now? Start here?
Yeah, there's a couple of her mugshots.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah,
we got a pretty good biscuit going here.
Oh my God, dude.
Is that it? How do I zoom in this? Fucker.
Yeah, that was good. You were doing it.
I thought so, but it's not. That's all I get, though.
So that's 3 separate mugshots. I did see in some other pages that I didn't pull up. They've got like all 10, and they all look the same.
Yeah.
She's got different hairstyles and stuff, but she's fucking adorable. We can't be having her in jail. Look at that on the far left, dude.
Okay.
Look at that on the far left. Check out the ass on the one above that one.
Okay.
So maybe she's.
I will.
If you. Oh, there's only 2 pictures on that one.
Yeah. Well,
She'd be a handful, dude.
well, who doesn't love a good handful? So,
Yeah, right?
I mean, what are we talking about here?
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
She's obviously not a gamer, or she would have never been arrested.
Well, she doesn't have criminal skills, maybe. Yeah, the lipstick's a problem.
Oof, yeah.
But she's a kid. She's 23, you know?
Yeah. Oof. Okay. I mean, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I do like the little bad girl thing.
Yeah.
But
by the way, a person is guilty of terroristic threatening in the 3rd degree when they either threaten to commit a crime likely to result in death or serious physical injury to another or substantial property damage. Boy, those sound like 2 different crimes.
Kinda.
Doing something that could potentially kill another person versus property damage.
Yep.
Those don't sound, you're like, okay, I ran over your mailbox. Was that terroristic, threats in the third degree? Mm-hmm. Maybe. It also covers intentionally making false statements for the purpose of causing evacuation of a building or public transport system. Well, who hasn't done that to get out of a test?
Right?
That's part of growing up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's rocking a kiddie pool there.
Yeah. I love this girl. Mm-hmm. Sharing another mugshot taken in Stanford, Kentucky, after she was arrested for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle just 2 months later. She said, "This is one of my favorites. I stole a car, wrecked it, and then brought it back to my dorm."
All right.
People have also shared her mugshots. One person said, "I wish I could make my Grand Theft Auto Online character look like her."
Right.
Her activities have made the local news before her 21 arrest for allegedly stealing a state trooper's hat and taser from his vehicle. December 7th that year, Brock was charged with theft by unlawful taking, receiving stolen property, possession of weed, possession of paraphernalia, and third-degree possession of an unspecified drug. Troopers went to her apartment to question her about the stolen items. She's like, "Yeah, here's the hat. $157 hat." She's like, "Yeah, here's the taser I stole. $875 taser.
Here, you can have it back."
Along with $10.30 in change from her bedroom. Yeah, take it all, fuckers. What do you want?
Whatever you want, just take it.
They also saw a bag of weed, some Xanax, a weed pipe in plain sight, along with a Family Dollar basket of clothes still clipped with security tags. I love this
chick
bro.
sounds like a good time, man.
She does, dude. And she's
Yeah.
hot as shit.
Yeah. I'd take that for a spin for the weekend.
Hell yeah.
That would work out.
She might steal your money and a few things out of your room and maybe your car, but
But maybe my heart, Michael.
yeah, maybe your heart. That's true.
Maybe.
Oh, Jesus. No, hardly any tan lines.
Okay.
Yeah. She could be one of those that doesn't fuck, though. You know those girls?
No.
They exist, man. The super hot chick
Yeah.
that is kind of bad girl, but then is kind of a prude, too.
I'm betting this ain't it, son.
Maybe.
I'm betting this ain't that.
Well, you'd be shocked.
Well,
You would.
I'll put my pedigree on the line. I'm betting this ain't the one.
This is one you could take a spin on?
This one gives free rides.
Yeah.
I don't know about free, but
Yeah. Anyway, you just don't see people bragging about shit like that. And all her mugshots are grinning ear to ear.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
She doesn't give a shit.
I was disappointed that her mugshots aren't all in the on her thing though.
Yeah. So if you go over to the right.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Nope, not so much.
I did see them on other sites, all 12 of them or something, or all 10 of them. It's rather impressive, to be honest with you. It really is.
I bet.
But look at that. She couldn't be prouder to be arrested right there.
Nope.
This is... I just want to party one night with her.
That's what I said. Listen,
you know what I mean?
Give me a weekend. Give me a full weekend. Let's
Yeah.
just ride this thing out. Let's see where it goes. I'm down. I'm up for the challenge,
dude.
Let's see what happens.
I guarantee you, we have not seen the last of this girl.
Oh,
We're going to see much more of this. They're going to give her a reality
I was
show.
going to say, you think somebody might cash her outside?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This thing might annoy us for many years to come.
I don't think you're ever going to be annoyed at looking at this twat.
No.
That'd be my guess.
I've almost given up on the, cash me outside girl sends such the wrong message to society. But it was so rewarded and continues to be so rewarded.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Yep.
So this girl, arrested 10 times, terroristic threats.
Yeah.
We tried to steal a cop's hat. Remember that? At Pine Knob?
Oh, that was when you guys were getting thrown out.
Yeah.
No, I was not part of that.
You weren't in that?
I was still on the lawn.
Oh.
You guys got thrown out, not me.
Yeah, but I got
enjoyed
back
the rest
in.
of that show.
I got back in. But yeah, it was like, it was me and Jay in the cop car, and they drove us to the end of Pine Knob's entrance, like, get the fuck off our property. And his hat was hanging on our side of the basket fence. And it was like, I'm trying to grab it, and Jay's trying to fucking hit me. Like, dude, don't fucking. I'm like, I'm stealing his hat.
Get it. I'm getting
fucking
it.
getting his
That's
hat,
how I'm
dog.
getting back in.
And Jay wouldn't let me steal his hat. But it was, drunken youth, it's a bad combination. It is.
It definitely can be.
You know what I mean? So her stealing a taser and a fucking police hat?
Yeah. That'll get you shot.
Yeah.
If you're
In
not
some
hot and
instances.
white.
If you're not smoking hot and white, it just might get you shot.
It
But
definitely helps.
We've all been there. Immature.
Wow. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I thought you meant hot and white. Like,
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah, been there too. Yeah, there was a day, believe it or not.
Hey, insurance. We all need it, and most of us don't know what kind of coverage we have or who even provides it. Let fellow TDC listener Brent Wasik from Wasik Insurance Services change it. Brent has over 30 years of the business and offers all types of insurance coverage: auto, home, health, life, business, commercial, and more. Just call Brent Wasik at 734-455-1900 and get a free no-obligation quote today. Again, that's 734-455-1900 and ask for Brent Wasik at Wasik Insurance.
It's our guy, Brent Wasik.
It is.
Love some Brent Wasik. I've got another video to play you, T. This is a San Francisco sandwich shop owner. Posted a tirade blasting the city after he was punched in the face by a homeless man who was taking a whiz out in front of his store on the trash.
Okay.
Yeah. Peterson Harder. He opened the sandwich shop.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's his name, Peterson Harder. Peters Harder. That's why he goes by Peterson and not Peters.
Okay. What does he do to his son?
Peter's son is Harder. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
He opened his sandwich shop, New Orleans Muffaletas. What the fuck is a
A
muffaletta?
muffaletta?
Yeah.
No idea there.
Sounds kind of delicious.
Could be.
And weird.
Right.
Same time. He opened it just a few months ago, but after being sucker punched by a homeless dude, he decided to condemn the city on the gram. He tagged California Governor Gavin Newsom and Mayor London Breed asking, "What's the plan here?"
Oh, that's smart. Tag him.
Also posted a photo of the homeless man attacking him, writing, "Hey guys, here's a picture of the guy who assaulted me yesterday. If you could share this, see if we can find him. I would greatly appreciate any help. If any of you have information, please feel free to reach out directly or to SFPD official." Oh yeah. Like the San Francisco PD is going to be searching for this homeless
No,
dude.
they could give a shit.
They
Well,
couldn't give a shit less.
No, you put enough heat on it, though. You start tagging people in it. You might get a little more traction.
I don't
That's the only
think you'll
option.
ever find
Probably.
him. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
Throw him in jail for the night and then just release him with no bond, no bail?
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been doing this to other people and
Yeah.
take a real threat off the streets.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, muffaletta is a famous Italian sandwich invented in New Orleans with cured meats, ham and salami, provolone cheese, olive dressing, and great bread.
Okay.
A muffaletta.
All right. I'm in. I'd try a muffaletta.
Yeah, it had me up until the olive dressing, but I'm sure we could work something out.
Yeah. Yeah, you could get it sans olive dressing. You have to
Sure.
get some like Italian dressing. Sounds like it would work.
Sounds like meat, cheese, and great bread. So,
Yeah.
So I'm sure what the fuck a muffalette's got to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Is great bread just like, oh, this is an awesome bread, or is it great bread a thing?
Oh my God.
What?
The olive dressing sports chopped green and black olives with
Oh, nice.
onions and olive oil
I
and
am
spices.
in.
Oh,
I love a muffaletta.
bread is a round sesame seed big roll, enough for sharing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'd be doing a lot of sharing with those ingredients.
Ugh, for the love of.
So you want to see him? You want to see Peterson Harder? Peterson's
I do
Harder.
not want to see him Peter's son harder. No, I do not.
Oh,
but
he looks like he's got a shiner on his
Yeah.
left eye, and looks like quite a welt on his forehead.
looked like he got caught pretty square. Is this this is a video here?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's hear him
It
out.
says a sandwich shop owner gets socked in the face for confronting a man who pissed on his store in San Francisco, California.
Great.
I just got punched in the fucking face right now by some guy that was pissing on the street. And I'm really fucking pissed off right now.
Now you're gonna bleep it.
I can't believe I live in a city where people can just piss in the street and come punch you in the fucking face and get away with it.
I love
Guy
this
just ran
beeping.
off.
Yeah.
They're probably not gonna find him.
No, they're not.
No, they're not even trying.
No.
I'm fucking fed up with this goddamn city. It's like I can't just be outside and just running a fucking business without getting punched in the goddamn face. So I'm pissed off right now. I'm really fucking pissed off right now.
I mean, he's got a knot on his head. He's got a
Yeah.
dot on the eye. How many times did you
I
get
don't know.
hit,
I just need to
sir?
vent and I got to figure out what to do. But
You couldn't take a homeless guy either, taking a whiz. He's
Yeah,
got his
what?
pants down. Why don't you just beat the shit out of him?
Look at this. Yeah, this guy got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, he sort of did, didn't
All right,
he?
he's got a fucking knot up on the top of the head and a black eye. Looks like up around the nose. There could be some swelling.
Leave the black guy out of it.
Well, he was
This
pissing
is-
on the street. What do you want me to do?
like, it shouldn't be this way at all. Like, this isn't how our city should be.
No, it's not.
I
Not
hope
at
they
all.
find the fucking guy.
They won't.
How about the guy you elected?
Yeah.
They could find him.
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed off.
We get it.
So I'm sorry that I'm venting to y'all, but
Enjoy a nice muffaletta.
yeah, I don't know what to do. It's like, at what point is it too much where you just like can't be on the street and tell some guy to stop pissing and get hit in the face? So
yeah, no, it's a real problem, dude.
Yeah. Welcome to the party, sir.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for years.
What could possibly go wrong?
Part of me just goes, you voted for it. Fucking you deal with it. What do you want me to do about it?
Sure, exactly.
You know?
Thought this was what you wanted. This is what you were voting for. The writing was on the wall.
You voted for this for decade after decade after decade. The same fucking assholes. You have what's called a super majority from top to bottom of your state.
Well,
you just do.
Yeah.
So, sorry. I don't know what to tell you, pal. It's one of the most beautiful cities literally on planet Earth. It just is.
Yep.
It's run by clowns for the most part. I've seen it firsthand. I don't, there are parts of San Francisco which stem out all over, which are great, fun cities to be in.
Yep.
You just kind of giggle a lot of it. But if you're walking around the proper streets in San Francisco, it's a little scary at times. It just is. They're everywhere. It's a fucking mess.
Yeah,
you're seeing it in Philly. You're seeing it in San Francisco. You see it all over L.A.
I remember it had to be close to 20 years ago now that a friend of mine was living in San Francisco and was telling me about this stuff all starting when they started decriminalizing, breaking into your car and things like that. And when they weren't even arresting people, and if it was under $1,000, it was. I mean, this goes back a long time.
Yeah,
like this wasn't just in the last couple of years.
And what does that lead?
Where they stopped. Yeah, that they stopped.
What does that lead to?
They couldn't even just leave their car unlocked out of habit. People were just still. They were taking everything out of their car and leaving it unlocked.
Unlocked, yeah.
So that, and then people were still breaking their windows because they wouldn't even try to see if it was locked. They were just breaking the windows. There was nothing in there to steal.
And you know what they're doing now? They're putting signs on their cars saying, "Doors are unlocked. Please don't break my window."
Right. They got to the point where they started leaving the windows down.
Yeah.
Because that was the only way.
Yeah. I mean,
Insane.
think about that for society for a moment.
Insane.
That you're leaving the windows down or a note saying, the door's unlocked. Please don't smash my windows again.
Yep.
Because the insurance companies aren't going to keep
There's
covering
nothing
it.
in there to steal. They don't leave anything in there anymore to steal.
No.
And they even leaving it unlocked is like, okay, just stop breaking my fucking windows. I'm tired of paying the deductible on this thing. Insurance companies got to be out of their minds.
And what happens if you reinforce that behavior over and over with no consequences?
Yeah.
Well, it leads to a stunning level of this sort of behavior.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
We're coming into a new generation of them that has grown up with these rules.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah.
This has been your reality growing up for your entire
So in other words,
life.
this is the beginning.
Yeah.
Because those
now try and tell them they can't.
Right.
When for 18 years that's all they've known
and seen. Yeah.
But now it's not going to be okay. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. So, this is happening all over. Walgreens in the city. So a CBS reporter, Betty Yu, said workers said normally shoplifters clean out all the pizza and ice cream every night. They're usually hit 20 times a day. The whole store is virtually locked up. So now what used to be like a store that sold expensive liquors would be behind a cabinet. Maybe they'd have one of those locks on the glass door. Now they're padlocking their fucking freezers with ice cream in them. Because these people are just walking in multiple times a day, taking what they want and walking out the door.
Yeah.
And so when you think about that, you have a store in the city, in a major metropolitan city in America.
With a police force.
With a giant police force.
Yeah.
And they're hit 20 times a day and nobody does shit about it. So what does that mean? There was a Walgreens there in the heart of San Francisco that stopped reordering supplies. Yeah. They're like, we're shutting down.
Why?
People could just come in and steal what they want. Whatever's left, just steal. Mm-hmm. And then we'll close the doors when you're done.
Yep.
And so all the good
we'll
shit
sell what we
stolen.
can. What it isn't will be stolen.
Yeah.
And
and then you lose your neighborhood store.
Congratulations.
Great.
And nobody wanted to stand up and stop this in the beginning.
And how are we treating people that try to do something about it?
Oh, they get fired. They get sued. They get arrested.
Lululemon, the two girls that tried to stop someone and
they filmed it and called the police. They didn't even physically attack, try to stop them or anything. They literally just filmed it and called the police, I think.
Yeah.
And they lost their jobs. Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. They were the bad guy in that scenario. And if you dove a little deeper into that story, you heard from those girls that these same clowns come in all the time, grab handfuls of shit and go out the door.
Yep.
So how many times do you deal with that before you go, I'm filming this shit. Fuck you, man. Get out of our store.
Yep.
This costs all of us. Like, I don't understand where would that be acceptable? Where have you done the polling to find that the American public are like, yeah, no, that's cool.
Never, ever.
Never.
In the history
I don't
of ever.
believe it. I don't believe that most people are like, yeah, nah, homeless, it's not a problem. Nah, let them run rampant. Let them do whatever they want.
Walmart has too much as it is. They can
Right.
afford it. Whatever
Yeah.
you want.
White
Whatever you want that
privilege.
excuse
What, you're white
to be.
privilege. These people are desperate enough. They're not desperate enough. If you're coming in and stealing thousands of dollars worth of product every day, no. So we got a Lowe's
It's
worker.
unsustainable. I mean, where do we think we're going with this?
Yeah.
What trajectory do we think?
What
that
is
we're
your end
on
game?
That this is going to work out in any way, shape, or form?
Right. And calling it out makes you a racist. Hilarious.
Perfect.
Adorable. A Lowe's worker has been fired from a Georgia store. Okay, so it's one thing in L.A.,
Yeah.
San Francisco,
Yep.
Philadelphia, New York, where we see it's Georgia.
Atlanta.
That's true. That's true. Donna Hansborough, 68 years old, attempted to stop a gang of shoplifters making off with more than $2,000 worth of merchandise from her store in Rincon, Georgia. Now, I don't know where that is. The thieves refused to go quietly and punched her repeatedly in the face. There she is with a nice black eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great. Real tough guys beating up a 68-year-old woman. They refused to go quietly, beating her about the face, giving her a black eye. Despite her efforts standing up to the criminals, she was immediately fired.
Went against corporate policy. didn't she?
Sure.
Yep.
She's been with Lowe's for 13 years, loves her job, loves dealing with customers, and she violated company policy that states staff who witness shoplifting must not intervene and instead call the authorities. The guy decided he wanted to be let go, so he punched me and grabbed my glasses as I still held onto the cart. He punched me again and again. They say if you see somebody stealing something out the door, not to pursue, not to go out. I just got tired of seeing things get out the door. I basically lost all training. Everything they tell you to do, I just lost it. I didn't expect to get terminated, maybe reprimanded or a suspension.
Yeah. Right.
I'm going to look for a new job. I can't sit at home. I'm not that type of person. If the shoplifters are taken to trial, hilarious.
Big ol' if there.
Hilarious, Donna. She says she'll assist authorities if they need me. I'll be there. Yeah, you'll be the only one in court, Donna.
Right.
Sorry.
They'll probably file counter charges.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They'll fire her. They'll sue her for racist intent or something.
Obstruction of injustice.
Right. Exactly. There you go. That's a new law we could put on the books.
Yeah.
Detective Vance from the Rincon PD said the employee had suffered 2 traumatic events all at once, with being attacked violently and losing her job, happiness, peace, all at the same time. It's the latest. In June, King Soopers grocery store worker in Colorado was fired for simply filming shoplifters as they stole $500 worth of laundry detergent.
Unbelievable.
$500 worth of laundry detergent.
And she filmed it.
He
Yep. Filmed it and was fired for that.
He chased the group out of the store, filmed while they unloaded countless cartons into their car, even peeling off a license plate they'd put tinfoil over. He peeled that license
To
plate
get
off
the actual license plate? This
plate.
guy's a stud.
His actions breached the store's policies on confronting shoplifters. He was fired on the spot after a meeting with his union rep. As he followed them out of the store, he was heard mocking the thieves.
He was heard mocking the thieves?
Yeah. And here's what he said.
Oh, boy, I can't wait.
Really, bro? You got to resort to this. The economy's not that bad.
Oh, mockery of the
Yeah.
highest
I mean,
degree.
if that doesn't get you fired,
It's akin to lynching, I think.
it is.
Yes.
Yeah, how is that different from lynching?
By definition, it's not.
Can you imagine? Those thieves must have gone home and cried themselves to sleep.
Yeah.
Honestly, they must have felt.
They had some terrorism charges on top for that
Yeah.
guy.
Really, bro? You got to resort to this. The economy's not that bad. That's pathetic. I'm glad
It's
they fired this guy.
hardcore mocking for sure.
Hardcore mocking. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, the thieves are going to be reliving that moment in their head for years. It's
Clearly,
just-
clearly, this man is not fit for duty.
Yeah. Lululemon's been criticized, blah, blah, blah. Look, the whole world knows the message that you're sending is there's no consequences for this behavior. And you could act like, well, it's police's job. They'll blah, blah. The police are not intervening in these situations.
No.
They're not tracking these suspects about
They
the city.
do not care. They are not even trying.
They're not respected.
No.
They're mocked themselves.
If you were to report it, give the vehicle description and the license plate.
Right.
And a cop happened to stop behind that car on a red light, the moment that call went out over the radio,
Even then.
they might pull that car over.
Right.
Might.
And what are they going to do? Haul them in. Let's play this out. Haul them into the precinct.
Right.
Put them in a holding cell, and they're going to go, what did he do? Well, he stole $500 worth of cleaning supplies. Well, you know our policy on... He stole $500 worth of detergent. Why is he in our jail cell?
Right.
Get him the fuck out of here.
He could have done twice that.
Yeah, he could have done twice that before we'd even consider doing something.
I don't know what the rules in Georgia are.
Right.
Looks like a lovely area just north of Savannah, not far from Hilton Head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder, I often wonder now, what would happen if you and I walked into our local Lowe's or Home Depot down the street?
Yeah.
If we walked in there with a shopping cart and just threw a bunch of, tools in there and just waltz right out the door, would that policy be the same? Would they just let us go?
I wonder. It'd be a great social experiment to film that.
Film
just
that.
walk in there and see what happens.
Yeah. Is there going to be
Because I
anybody
don't
that
think
stands up?
I got to believe, well, I would have bet almost everything that, you're going to catch some resistance.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the corporate fucking, mandates have been sent down recently regarding all this stuff.
Yeah.
They might be in all kinds of extensive training, like do not interfere, do not interject.
Which is just paving the way for more of this behavior. There's a reason you don't just get major American historic companies, the Walgreens, the CVS's, the Whole Foods of the world to just go, fuck it, we're out.
Yep.
Not dealing with this. This isn't about, helping the community anymore. It's not about, our fucking woke brands and all that shit. We're just being robbed blind and nobody gives a shit. So this is not sustainable under any circumstance. So we're out. We're gone. And those companies just move out. And does anyone care in California? No. Maybe not. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just don't give a shit.
I don't know. I mean, it seemed like it's going to really make a difference, as this is starting to get into nicer communities that are starting to feel the repercussions of this, right? If the CVS and Watts shuts down, then, doesn't really affect anybody besides the people in Watts. They start, affecting these little more affluent areas, and it starts affecting other people's lives, then you're going to start to see a little resistance.
You see it. And the problem is too, there's a large vocal push to have like in inner city communities, right? Where you've got, it's like, oh, we've got a dozen Church's chickens here, or Popeye's chickens. And I never even saw a Popeye's or a Church's in my life until I traveled on Woodward heading into downtown Detroit. And then you'd start seeing them.
Yeah.
They never saw them.
I love that chicken from Popeye.
Yeah, it's disgusting, but whatever. To each their own. But you saw those, and so the argument was, hey, the nearest Whole Foods is 30 miles away in Birmingham. It's not fair. The black community can't do anything about it. The only thing you'll serve them is Popeye's chicken. So the kids are malnourished. The families
no
can't.
Grocery stores. They only go to the party stores.
Yeah,
chips, all processed food.
All bullshit. They're dangerous, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so there's a real push. Let's put a Whole Foods in. And it takes no time before it's like, yep, fuck this.
Yep.
This is a science
This is why
experiment.
we didn't do it in the first place.
Right. So it's like, okay, if people are just going to come in and steal all our shit or bitch completely about the price of everything, like, what do you want them to do? Well, San Francisco's a test case for you. They're all leaving. They're just going, fuck this.
Yep.
We'll go into the suburbs for now.
Yeah.
We'll go there. You can find a Walgreens on every corner in the suburbs. You can find a Whole Foods on every corner and a Trader Joe's on every corner. But in the city, they're like, yeah, abort.
Yeah.
We it's not safe for our customers.
Well, we'll see too. Maybe when these policies start affecting, the business infrastructure, and where a lot of this money comes from.
Yeah.
Start seeing where those two start butting heads. Like it's one thing to be woke and in your emails and shit,
Yeah.
play along the game. But when you start feeling real world repercussions of this.
Yeah.
When you're shutting down stores and you're taking, fucking losses, taking L's on the daily.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's time for some policies to change.
They mock us there for having a problem with this. And what California's been able to rely on is they either have the 4th or the 7th, either way, top 10 GDP on planet Earth. They're like their own sustaining country.
Yeah.
So they can afford, but it's like, okay, great. That may be true. Silicon Valley helped you a lot.
Yep.
What do you do when Apple says, fuck this, and leaves? Tesla's done it. Lots of companies have done it. Big companies. They've moved to Texas. They've moved to Georgia. They've moved to Florida. What do you do when they all bail? When they all go, no. Your policies are to such an absurd level, we can't sustain here anymore. And it's too expensive to be here. We can't get enough security to protect our staff. And
Are you even allowed to do that anymore?
What?
Get security to
Probably
protect your
not.
staff?
It's
Right.
probably looked at as intimidating.
Exactly right.
Right?
Yeah.
By even having security. It's an intimidation tactic used by the police on the far right.
Yeah.
Good.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, we'll see. But, to kind of wrap up the day's news stories before we get to an Ask T. Roy or two and some email. It feels like a backwards kind of world we're living in. We're seeing,
Bizarro world. That's what I've been calling it.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to a lot of us. And a lot of us are struggling, really struggling. Like, what is the root? What is going on here? Jason Aldean's a prime example, right? Jason Aldean's song is making press. He's done a couple concerts. He did one in Cincinnati over the weekend, I believe, and maybe one in Wisconsin too, where he's addressed this a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he's, they're calling him racist. They're calling him white supremacist, like all that.
I saw the big gotcha that came out that some of his clips weren't even from the United States. They were from Canada.
Ooh.
Like, gotcha.
Nailed.
Like, okay, well, I was speaking globally, asshole.
Yeah. This is going on everywhere.
Exactly.
So it's been a long-ass week, he said, in Cincinnati. I've seen a lot of stuff suggesting I'm this, suggesting I'm that. Here's the thing. I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can think something all you want to. Doesn't mean it's true. What I am is a proud American. I'm proud to be from here. I love our country. I want to see it restored to what it once was before all this bullshit started happening to us. And then the crowd begins chanting USA, USA, USA. By the way, while people have tried to cancel Aldean, Try That in a Small Town is one of the most popular songs in America right now, even number one spot on iTunes this week. And so had me thinking about, okay, if you read the lyrics, is this really offensive? Is this really something to be all up in arms? We played a snippet of it on the show.
We read some of the lyrics, but we didn't go through the entire thing.
Yeah.
There could have been some dog whistles hidden in there we didn't catch.
Yeah. So I've got the lyrics here, and this is what's
it's like one of those things, if you line them all up and the first letter will be like Trump is God or something like that. Or
I hate black people. Yeah.
Of course.
Those are hilarious. But yeah. So if we look at this and you go, wow, this is the death of, this is the problem in America.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Right. Moral standards be damned. Any sort of stability in society be damned.
Right.
This is
Sense
the
of
problem.
Community,
Sense of community, belonging, looking out for each other.
Yeah.
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk. Okay, we're apparently in favor of that. Carjack an old lady at a red light. Pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. Y'all think it's cool? Well, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face. Stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. We'll try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. Try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're going to round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town. Full of good old boys, raised up right. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. And then there's a lot of the hook.
Well, you got the good old boys.
Good old boys is the problem. Granddad passing down the gun.
The gun, they're going to round up. I'm not sure what that meant.
That meant collect your guns. Second Amendment.
Well, they're okay.
So, got a gun my granddad gave me. They say one day they're going to round up.
Oh, I got you.
So,
Okay.
yeah, collect your guns.
Yep.
I was thinking, too.
I wasn't sure. Are we rounding up a posse here? Are we?
Right.
What are we
He's
rounding
talking
up
about
here?
rounding up your guns,
Yes.
taking away your
Got it.
Second Amendment rights,
Yeah.
is what he meant there. So that's, scary.
Yeah, it is.
And that needs to be banned from country music television.
Clearly.
That needs to be banned from radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because that's instigating violence.
Now, what do we celebrate and give awards to? Well, you could go back as far as 21. You got WAP.
Oh, yeah.
Cardi B.
Yep.
Now, I want to be clear. I don't give a shit what Cardi B sings about. I don't care. But stop pretending like you're super offended. This Jason Aldean song is going to ruin your life, cause ruckus in the hood and wherever else. Stop it. So, WAP, BET Award, Best Collaboration with Megan Thee Stallion. BET Award for Video of the Year. People's Choice Award, Favorite Collab.
What is WAP? Wireless Access Point?
No, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'll read you those lyrics too.
Okay.
Second, we'll see if it's wireless access point.
I got you.
Don't think for some reason that's it.
I was doing a walkthrough on a job, and that's the guy was walking through. We're gonna need a WAP here. We're gonna WAP here, and I'm just fucking dying.
Yeah.
I'm biting my fucking lip. I'm like, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We need a whole lot of WAPs in here.
I was like, what's your problem? Just keep going.
BET Award, Best Hip Hop Award for Song of the Year. American Music Award, Favorite Song. BET Best Hip Hop Video. Try that in a small town band from CMT. So, WAP by Cardi B, again, we'll see. There's some whores in this house.
There is.
Says that a lot.
Yeah.
I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy. Make that pull-out game weak. Yeah, you fucking some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up. N-word.
Oh, come on.
Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I want to ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth. Look at my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. She's talking about big jet.
It's not a little garage.
No.
It's not a little garage.
Make it cream, make it scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Gobble me, swallow me, drip down the side of me. Quick, jump out for you, let it get inside of me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a car while you ride that dick. You ain't never gonna fuck him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and your coat for this wet-ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet-ass pussy. Pay my tuition.
Zion?
Yeah, right? So it does sound like Zion. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet-ass. Now make it rain if you want to see some wet-ass.
Why are you blurting out pussy now all of a sudden?
Yeah, because it's making me uncomfortable,
Really?
dude. And I'm fucking... all right, fine,
you can
sorry.
say pussy all you want. It doesn't make me
I
uncomfortable
hate
at
the
all.
word pussy.
Pussy,
That's why I say
pussy,
vagina.
pussy,
I
pussy,
fucking
pussy,
hate the word
pussy,
pussy.
pussy.
God, vagina and pussy. Gross. Look, I
right,
need a hard
Jesus.
hitter. I need a deep stroke. I need a Henny drink. I need a weed smoker, not a garden snake. I need a king cobra with a hook in it. Hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy A1, just like his credit. He got a beard while I'm trying to wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. It's kind of a funny line. That's not bad. I don't want to spit. I want to gulp. He's talking about cum.
Yeah, I think so.
Taking it full load in the mouth, yeah. I want to gag. I want to choke. Oh, okay, she's dipping into my world now. Fucking gag on it. Choke on it. I want you to touch that little dangly thing, that swing in the back of my throat. My head game is fire. Punani Dasani. It's going in dry. It's coming out soggy. I ride on that like cops is behind me. I spit on his mic and now he's trying to sign me. Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch. Handcuffs, leashes. Switch my wig. Make him feel like he cheating. Put him on his knees. Give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beating. In the food chain, I'm the one that eats ya. If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big demeanor. I could make you bust before I meet ya. If it don't hang, then it can't bang. You can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain. If he fuck me and ask, whose is it? When I ride that dick, I'm gonna spell my name. Yeah, you fucking some wet-ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass pussy.
I mean, that's fucking art.
Okay. That's art.
That is art.
That's some of the finest lyrics ever written.
It is.
Now I see why it won all the awards.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Very, very well deserved, without a doubt.
I think we can both.
I think that there's been to the what's the Library of Congress? Is that where these things get booked into things for historical value?
Sure.
I really hope that gets logged.
Smithsonian.
Into,
I wouldn't mind seeing the handwritten lyrics in the Smithsonian one day.
Sure.
It'd be great.
Yep.
I think we can both agree unequivocally. Again, I hate to put words in your mouth, T, but I think we could both say, and I can speak for both of us when I say, I get why that was award-winning now, and we fully understand how destructive Try That in a Small Town is.
Clearly.
It just makes sense.
One is about love, one is about hate.
Right.
It's just that easy.
It's too bad. It's too bad we got guys like
It's
Jason
almost like
Aldean.
it's like the issue's black and white.
Yeah. Just let that sit right there.
So,
All right, T-Roy.
would you like to ask me a question?
I would.
All right.
Let's see here.
All right.
Dear T-Roy,
I'm ready.
I am 25.
Sounds hot.
She does. Wait. And have been with my boyfriend on and off for 5 years. I love him very much. I often overthink things, and a constant frustration of mine is that he makes no romantic gestures at all. He drowns me in compliments and shows his love in other ways. I always have to take the initiative and suggest he do something romantic, like send me cards or flowers, take me to dinner, etc. But he only does them when I ask. It doesn't feel like enough for me. I worry that when we get married, over time I will grow bored or no longer be attracted to him because he is so unromantic. Am I just overthinking? What should I do? Romantic one in Austin.
Well, you can't make a guy be romantic.
Yeah.
Because even if he starts doing romantic things, they're not genuine. They're being done because you've told him to do that. Now, everything else that's made this guy be part of your life for 5 years, it seems to be enough to keep you around, is the fact of this lack of romantic gestures a deal breaker enough for you, then go find somebody romantic.
Right. And you might find that you hate a lot of other things about that romantic dude.
Very true.
He might be
Very
very
true.
soft in a lot of ways, and you think,
Yep.
I kind of miss my mechanic, fucking dirty-handed dude who didn't send me cards. Fucking cards are the biggest waste of money ever.
Exactly right.
Ever. You want to write down on a piece of paper, fold it over, and send it to her? Fine.
Yep.
Take an 8.5 by 11. Yep. You don't need
So
the
now
fucking.
they're like $8.
Yeah, forget it, dude. Cards are so stupid. Flowers aren't much better.
Yeah.
It's an easy out for dudes. I get it. Especially early in a relationship. It seems like a gigundous waste of $40.
Yeah. I guess she really needs to stop and look in the mirror and ask herself what that romantic gesture means. What does that mean to you? Why do you need it so bad? What does it mean to you that he does or doesn't do that for you?
Right.
Do you think that means that he loves you any less? What is it about those gestures that is something that you need in a relationship?
Right.
And that you can't
And she fully admits that he shows it in other ways.
Right. And that you can't respect the fact that he doesn't feel that way.
Yeah.
But you do, so somehow your feelings win out over his. So let's just take a step back and look at that one.
Don't you just think, too, that what she's asking for is to further advance the patriarchy that is so toxic?
And definitely true. Part
You know
of
what I
it,
mean?
yes.
Like you're saying, I'm the girl. I need to have cards and flowers sent to me. No guy wants cards and flowers sent to him.
Nope.
How about you do some romantic shit? How about that? How about you initiate the romantic stuff? Why does it have to be this guy?
Right? Are we only talking anniversaries and birthday blowjobs, or are we going full romantic all the time?
Yeah.
Sweet tits.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
exactly. How
Right.
romantic are you on a nightly basis?
Let's see. So I like there to be an even playing ground.
Yeah. And there's no doubt some guys are more. You fall into the romantic
I'm a
category.
very, very romantic
Yeah,
person, yes.
you're a man's man, but at the same time, you've always been like that. You think of others, you do for others. A lot of people could learn lessons from you, T-Roy. I will say that. You can be a cunt in a lot of ways too, but at the same time, you're very thoughtful about that stuff. Flowers, candy, you pay attention when a girl says she likes something, and maybe that'll come full circle in 6 months. Like, there's a lot of gestures you do. You pay attention to what they say, and you act on it when it comes time to trips planned. Like, you do a lot of that stuff, but not every guy's built like that.
No, that's
not
true.
every guy does that.
No.
Doesn't mean they're a monster.
But I believe that my needs are met by giving. Or like I want to do for the other person in the hopes that they're going to do for me. But it's not a tit for tat. I don't do that. I don't do it to get. I do it in the hopes of getting. In that is how the relationship goes full circle.
Yeah. I've had girlfriends that wanted nothing more than to get roses sent to them at work. I had other girls that thought it was an utter fucking waste of money and time, and it was embarrassing, and they didn't want anything to do with it. Don't even send them to my house. Not everyone's the same.
Exactly right.
Not every girl fits in that package of, oh, God, I didn't get the right candies on Valentine's
Now,
Day.
they're young. Sounds like they've been together. She's 25, so they've been together since she was 20.
Yeah.
But, think about a guy that's been with somebody that was like that. Absolutely no. Don't spend money on that stuff. It's stupid. I don't want it.
Yeah.
He's ingrained that way. And then all of a sudden goes out, starts dating some chick that's like, why don't you do romantic things for me?
Yeah.
Because I've been ingrained not to. Like, so many levels to this shit.
Absolutely.
And that people think it's one size fits all.
Yeah. Okay, Tia Roy. I'm concerned about a friend of mine. When she was a child, her parents tried to raise her to be neat, but her bedroom, closets, bathroom were always a mess. Now that she has a home of her own and is married with kids, she's still the same. Clothing and towels piled up so deep on the floor, you can't see it. She has a housekeeper, and before the woman comes over to clean, my friend picks the stuff up. I don't know how they can tell what's clean or dirty when it's been walked on all week. The rest of the house is okay, but as you walk in the door, shoes everywhere here and there. Like, I'm home, I'm free, let it go, no rules. Her teenage daughter is now modeling the same behavior. Is this some kind of disorder? To me, it would be just as easy to dump things into a hamper on a shelf or in a drawer. Her husband is neat, and so is her son. I love her. It's none of my business, but it is my way. But is my way the wrong way? Am I the one with a disorder? Orderly in Arkansas. Just worried about someone else's.
Yeah, I mean, you do have a touch of the mind your own fucking business disorder. So there is that. I think you're on the spectrum of that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because it doesn't affect you, then relax. If her husband doesn't give a shit, if she's a slob, if the kid's a slob, then fine. If it's a problem, they can figure it out.
Yeah.
But is it some sort of disorder? Yeah, it's laziness is what it is.
Yeah.
And lack of situational awareness. And not giving a shit about your surroundings and just being completely self-consumed in the moment.
Yeah, and we can all fall into that. I don't do a killer job, neither do you, of cleaning up all the time.
No.
We're not perfect.
I don't even pretend to be a very neat person.
Yeah. I like, it'd be one thing if you were writing in saying, my daughter is doing this, I didn't raise her. What kind of incentivizing should I be doing to, because she won't meet me halfway and clean. But you're worried about some friends,
somebody else,
family,
right? If they start trashing your house, then it becomes a problem. Until then,
no one's saying you got to go over there either.
Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
Mind your business. Welcome back, homo. Thank you. Assuming they're talking about me.
Yeah.
Gay. Please don't regale the audience with your Northern Arizona fag experience. At least T-Roy is still straight. Don't give in to pressure, T-Roy, like you did with that clot shot. Going Mike would be even worse. Going Mike would be even worse. The hell gay shit that I do in Arizona?
I don't know.
Northern Arizona?
When you were up golfing?
Yeah.
Oh, you fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
I wasn't sitting on my golf club, sir.
Did you at least take the dick out of your mouth when you teed off? Or?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't blowing people between holes. I don't.
Oh, you know what? No, it was the ass fucking play.
Oh, yeah. I stand
That's
by
right.
that.
Yeah.
No problem with
there
that.
you go. See?
Light asshole play, I said. Light.
Clarify.
Yeah. You want to, again, Randy Marsh, you want to keep smearing shit all over your asshole? Knock yourself out.
Sure.
I
That's up to you.
choose better. The Great Dane. So this goes back to the ST, right?
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it like a 280-pound Great Dane?
290.
290, yeah. That supposedly came inside the chick?
Yeah. Jumped up while she was blowing the boyfriend, ass up, blowing the boyfriend.
Which is a great move, by the way. I mean, if you're going to do it, that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
not that there's a lot of bad ways to do it.
Boys, the Great Dane story is bullshit.
I called it.
She was not giving head. They were having sex. He came inside her, and now they are freaking out that she could be pregnant. Great Dane inserted himself as just a cover story. That's my take.
Yeah, it's bullshit for sure. It was
mostly a joke. Someone sent it in as...
She's been banging the dog for years.
Could be. Or the boyfriend came in her, now she's pregnant, and they were like, oh, yeah, it was the Great
dog.
Dane.
Yeah,
But,
just in case we got to abort this Great Dane.
yeah. Could have been the Great Dane who hopped up, grabbed a hold of me, and...
I can't take any chances with this one, Mom.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking that was a true story for the record.
Oh,
Right.
no?
No.
Well,
I was taking it for the joke that it was,
understand.
and I found it hilarious.
it was.
Price gouging. So the Darien rest stop on I-95 southbound is, I'm pretty sure, the one you're talking about. Okay, so this was, the most expensive Big Mac in America.
Okay.
Remember that? They were paying like $12 or something for a Big Mac in Connecticut?
18, I think, yeah.
Yeah, for a combo, yeah. So I'm quite familiar as a former truck driver in the Northeast. The Darien rest areas are either the last in Connecticut south or first north on I-95. If you are in a truck and heading south, Darien is the last place you can get to easily with food, fuel, bathrooms until the Vince Lombardi Service Plaza in New Jersey. So the desire to stick it to truck drivers, my opinion only but plausible, and Connecticut huge taxes on things like fast food combine to make it very expensive. Northbound only has a Chipotle grill. I ended up stopping there more often coming out of New York City, but didn't buy that shit, so I can't say what it costs on that side. Have a nice day, Steve. Okay.
They give you Chipotle on the way out.
Yeah,
So
you don't want that.
You're not going to be in their state when you got a shack.
Yeah, yeah. And if there's no place to pull over immediately, because it's going to be an emergency.
Generally, yeah.
Chipotle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes at you quick.
It does. And there's no discussion about it at all.
Oh, no. There's not even a lot of heads up generally. Yeah.
No.
I think I do.
Here one moment, gone the next. And there's very little you can do about it. All right, let's get out of here, T. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully you'll join us then.